Hi, travel very significant today. 1111 portal is opening up for those who now have been kind of held back and kept in a place where they felt almost kind of stuck in this particular place, a physical place. So what came through in the last 24 hours was yesterday there was a lot of confusion around this collective, around where they were going to live, where they're going to travel to. They have had this feeling that they were leaving where they were for a while now, but then the next step hadn't been kind of given to them, and there was no clarity on that. But now, today, on 11/11, that portal has opened up, and then all of a sudden, there has been a wealth of information that's come in. Now, 335 is really significant, and so whoever I'm speaking to, you may understand that, you may know what 335 means to you. To me, that means that you have been in community, you've been trying to collaborate, and that hasn't worked. You've been trying all these things. You've been reaching out to people and trying to put yourself out there, and trying to bring in like a tribe for yourself. And it just hasn't worked. Where you are physically has not worked. You've been transcending. You've been ascending in the space that you are, which takes a huge amount of strength. Like I can't tell you how much strength it takes to elevate from delusion. And this is what you've done. You've actually transcended the space. You've allowed things to play out the way that they have. And Harry, that's my guide, he's been saying, now the reward needs to come in. And that reward is travel. Now, whether you travel and you just take a break, or whether you choose to travel and stay a length of time in a place, some of you are actually going to move. Now, the thing about this move is that more information has to come in around the place of the move. Now, there has been like more information given to me this morning around the fact that the environment that you're moving to supports masculine and feminine. So there is no conflict within masculine and feminine within the environment you're moving to. Also, the belief system around where you move to also supports masculine and feminine. So they don't support actually working yourself to death. They believe in being, creating, and attracting. They have this belief system around the feminine energy. So a feminine energy within there, spiritual practices might be very significant wherever you're moving to. So this is all the kind of clarity I was getting this morning, and this started to come in yesterday afternoon, where it was very confusing. I felt very overwhelmed by the confusion, and then at 335, I woke up this morning and basically I felt blocked. I felt like there was boundaries all around me. And when I asked Harry, okay, so what is this? Like, what's the matter with, like, what's going on with you now? He's like, no, this is not you. It's actually what's been there all the time. The fencing has been there all the time, but we haven't let you see it, because in actual fact, you needed to exist within it to be able to rise above it, and get clarity on it. So I hope that helps anyone that I'm speaking to, because now those gates are open now, and we are looking for next steps as to where this move is going to be. Now, this feels international to me. So if anyone's kind of thinking of moving within their own country, you know, moving interstate or regions or whatever, I kind of feel like it's more around international, because it feels like a cultural shift to me. Now, this is huge, because for the next till April, I kind of feel like this is going to help whoever I'm speaking to, the collective, because this tribe that we're forming at the moment is going to start to kind of lean on each other while we're in these international places. We're going to be able to gain strength from being able to be in our kind of feminine energy, and not and so what he showed me was that we are staying abundant and changing our environment instead of changing our abundance to fit the environment. So that was what he gave me before I kind of clicked on here, and this is really important. And all of a sudden, these kind of this it was like a wealth of information that has come through in the last 24 hours. Now, this portal definitely opened for me. I hope it opened for you as well. I was around the collective as well that has been quite stuck. And now I feel that lift, and I feel that he is really pushing now that do not procrastinate. Understand, please prepare, please prepare that you are actually going to go. Where you're going to go, let's just see, but take into consideration what I just said around the masculine and feminine energy within that country, in that place that you move to. So, and if you are already overseas, but you're going to kind of change placements, like change where you're staying, this can be for you as well. So just kind of remember that it feels like a cultural shift. So yeah, keep that in mind. So it's quite exciting. I think that we should be excited about it. I think that after all this time, we do. I'm glad that we are kind of given this like a lot of information now that will help us kind of move forward. I do feel that this may not be forever. It does feel like till next April. And so whether that has given this collective time to gain that strength back, and then move back again to wherever they reside. So yeah, so what is showing me at the moment is the Nine of Pentacles, and this is just obviously extremely slow. It's arduous. It's been torturous actually, but he just keeps saying that it's the preparation for this. This is the preparation, because once you move and once you get into this new place, you'll be able to see how much strength that you've accumulated over this period of time. I do feel like this has been a year, and like it's been a year, like November probably to November, and so that's a good amount of time to kind of build this strength up and to invest in your strength. Yeah, you've just kind of healed through that. So that's beautiful actually. And so now's the time to shine. So whoever I'm speaking to, I feel like you have been kind of preparing more for an online shift. So maybe you were working you know, face to face physically, that kind of stuff, but on the side you've been doing something online, and you don't have to be, but I do feel like this is what you're going to do when you move. Yeah, this is really coming in now, and I know that it's probably for some of you, you've been probably feeling that you want physical communication. Like you want somebody to actually email you or call you. You're right. I need that now. And maybe this doesn't suffice. So I'm sorry about that if that's you. For me, it does suffice, because it was very, very clear. And then when I was just out, I went and I was in the car, and basically 11:11. I looked at the radio and it was 11:11 on 11:11. And then when I asked him, so is this correct? Is this, because it's very hard to use your discernment around these messaging at the moment, because it always feels like this is it, this is clarity, and then all of a sudden, you know, there's no foundation to this. And I'm very wary of this now, because we're in these two worlds, 3D, 5D. We're in between these two realms, and it's getting harder and harder. So I wait and know I need absolute clarification when that channel comes through. I need like at least 5 or 6 things that he gives me to say, yes, this is a true and correct channel, because I don't want, I'm sorry, I'm a multi-dimensional spirit, and basically I don't deal with ancestral guides. I've learnt my lessons around them. So and of course they're all around us all the time. So I just want to make sure that this message always comes from the right master. For me, it's Harry. And I make sure, and he knows it now, that we do about 3, 4, 5 checks that make sure that this channel is true and correct. So, and I hope, and I wish and hope that you do exactly the same thing for yourself. You need to be not moving or not doing anything on nudges or on just readers online. You need to be bringing this in for yourself and asking the guides for yourself. Is this correct information for myself? So for this collective, it seems like this is what is going to happen. This cycle is well and truly ended. That's the confusion, and it is. I'm telling you, this is rampant at the moment, and I think it's going to intensify. And I really do feel like for some of us, where we are living, we need to now elevate physically out of the space and kind of gain strength to be able to kind of help other people gain strength as well. And then obviously there's going to be a time when we move back. So just be aware, and I hope I'm getting the right collective around this. I feel excited for you. I feel really excited for everyone, actually, because this has been a long time coming. This is the adventure of the travel. This is, I kind of feel like for some of you, you've been off and on, like you've been thinking that you may do it or you may not do it. You just kind of have been very, like, 1 minute you're going and next minute you don't know. Like, but it is that. I see it on this one as well. Oh my God. So he's putting them everywhere, because basically I'm like, Harry, I can't trust you anymore. Like, what is going on here? Can you please tell me? Like, we need clarification, and we honestly, we're not dealing with these ancestral guides anymore. This is crazy. So, he's putting the cards everywhere to show me this is it, Sue. This is it. Like, come on, let's get this show on the road. Yeah. So basically, you guys, you've been living differently, well and truly, for the last year. In the places where you reside at the moment, you've been opting to live differently. You've bucked the system, the whole lot of you. You've learned from the system. You was burnt by the system, and you turned around and you were like, okay, I need to do this. And you transcended the space where you were at, like I said before, and now that makes you a leader. It makes you a spiritual leader. And things are going to get very, very interesting, because once you move out of where you reside at the moment and move into a more liberal kind of space where you're able to be and you are supported, because there hasn't been much support in the last year. You've been up against it and you've had to fight for who you are. This then allows these channels to be very, very clear, and this is what they're waiting for. So let's book our ticket and let's go. I kind of feel, yeah, this is just leading. This is leading, then kind of leading from afar. I kind of feel like once you remove yourself, you're going to just gain that confidence, and then you'll be able to collaborate with other people that have done the same thing, and then everyone will start to kind of feel very connected and very supported. So I hope that helps. I know that was a bit all over the place, but that's just you and your higher self. This is your guide and you. This is me and Harry. This is how we kind of come together. And don't be afraid, please, to ask for, 4-5 signs that this is the right channel. This is what we're saying, because an ascended master can bring in those 5 signs for you. Like an ancestral guide can't. They don't have that skill level. So make sure you're kind of asking for clarification upon clarification. Make sure you're like, okay, because they know that this is at play at the moment. They understand that. So because we've never been in this position before, right? This is all new. So they understand that people are getting very confused around, and they're ending up down a path that they're not meant to be on. So this has got to stop. This is the message, and let's kind of get together, start kind of leaning on each other in this tribe, and start bringing this in where we're feeling strong, and where each of us are now kind of helping other people. And let's just get this vibration out there, right? And let's raise this vibration. So I hope that helps, and good luck to all of you. I'll see you in the next one.